Our next presenter is Professor Raghavendra N.R. and Dr. Usha Devi N. from Vijayanagara Sri Krishna Devaraya University, Bellary and MLA First Grade College for Women.
Good evening, everybody. Myself Raghavendra N.R., faculty in Department of Commerce, VSK University, Bellary. I am going to present a paper titled A Study on Graduate Turnout and Graduate Employment in Karnataka. In graduation, we have two fields, primary education and secondary education. After secondary education, the person who is going to be graduate, he will be employed in somewhere field. So why the paper is presented is, today morning only, Sir Ravindra sir told that compared to South India, South Karnataka, northeast part of Karnataka, the education is very bad. So that's why I am going to present the paper. So why the education or employability is very less compared to south part of Karnataka. So that's why we have to see the reasons for the failure of graduate student to get the qualified jobs and what are the skills required for the particular people or graduate people. Okay. So objective is to know the initiatives taken by Government of Karnataka towards the upliftment of skills among the graduates, to find out the reasons for failure and what are the necessary skills required for the candidates, to know the students' opinion regarding the skills required for employability. Okay. So for this purpose, I have prepared a questionnaire and I have distributed to 50 students in our university from three courses, MCOM, MFM and MBA, Financial Management students, and I have collected the opinions of the students regarding what are the skills required for the employability. Especially those, they are all coming from the northeast part of the Karnataka. That's why I want to know what is their opinion regarding the employability or what are the skills required for the employability. And I have considered high 4 factor and very high 5 factor for the analysis purpose. So this is the secondary data which shows that there is a graduate employment in India and unemployment status in different states. So this is the information regarding what are the initiatives taken by the Government of Karnataka regarding the employability, establishing helpline, organizing skill and job fairs, skill training programs to the different students, and establishing HRD centers, enhancing the quality of vocational training. So these are all the so many initiatives taken by the Government of Karnataka. So the main part of the paper is what are the reasons for failure to get the qualified jobs by the graduates in Karnataka, especially my part, northeastern part of Karnataka. First of all, not obtain the required qualification. That means they will apply for some jobs which does not have a particular qualification. So they don't know that one, which is a qualification required for a particular post. And another one is lack of enthusiasm. Especially in our commerce department, there are 200 students graduated from 3 years. So when they came to our department, I asked them, where are you appointed or employed? So around 4 or 5 students, they told that we are in the teaching field. 5 to 6 students, they are telling that. But remaining 4 or 5 students, they told that we are in the banking field. We are appointed in the banking field. But apart from all these 10 students, remaining students, they are telling that we are preparing for the exams. Banking exams, NET exams, like that. That means employability is very less compared to other fields. Okay. So first of all, there is a lack of skills among the different students. I have classified into 6 major factors. One is basic skill, including reading, writing, listening and speaking skill. Thinking skill, including creativity, decision making, problem solving, reasoning skill. Resource capacity skills, including time management, financial management, materials management, HRM, risk management. Information skills, acquire and evaluate information, interpret and communication information, organizing and maintaining information, and using the computer to process the information. And interpersonal skills, this is important. Participation as a member of a team, teaching others, serve customers, use leadership ability, work with diversity, negotiation. And regarding the system and technology skills, understanding system, observe and improve on the implementation, selection of technology, applying technology to tasks. And last one, personal quality skills, this is also important. Adaptable, flexible, responsibility, self-control, self-confidence, good work attitude, punctual, efficient, honesty, like this. Okay. So I have asked these questions in the questionnaire and I gave to the students and they gave their opinion regarding the different ranking basis. Let's see. These are all the top 10 skills required by the recruiters. Next we will come to the data analysis and interpretation part. I have taken 50 students for the research purpose. MCOM student 18 students, MFM 8 students, MBA FM 24 students. Male are 34 students, female are 16 students. So first one is regarding basic skills. So if you see the graph and if you see the table, they are telling that 64% of the students opinining that listening skill is important, and 60% of the students telling that speaking skill or communication skill is important. Come to the next table, thinking skills. Then 68% of the students telling that problem solving skill is important, and 56% they are telling that decision making skills. They are telling that only 36% of the students telling that reasoning skill is important. That means they don't want reasoning skill for the employability. Table 6 telling that resource or capacity utilization. Here we have a 76% student telling that time management is important, and same 76% telling that financial management also important. Next come to the information skills. 66 students telling that interpreting and communication information is important, and 52% telling that organizing and maintaining information, acquiring and evaluating information skill. So come to the interpersonal skills point. Around 60% telling that participating as a member is important, and the same way serving customer skill is also important for the graduates. Come to the system and technology skills. 64% they are telling that implementation of computer knowledge is important for the graduates. So these are all the personal quality skills. If we come to the personal quality, 72% they are telling that self-management is important, and 72% they are telling that honesty is also important for the graduates. Okay. So this is suitability of a person for employment. So according to their opinion, willingness to learn, relevant vocational knowledge, and another one is cooperate with the colleagues. These are all the important skills required for the employability. Okay. So this is the summary of the analysis. So based on this opinion, the finding is the graduates in northeast part of Karnataka, they are facing a lot of problems, like while attending the interviews, they don't have a communication skills, especially in English language. And another one is graduate require some more training facility to get better jobs, and according to their opinion, listening, communication, problem solving skills, time management skills, these are important for the graduate students. Okay, implication is that especially in university level and government level, we have to introduce communication skills, technical skills in the graduate level colleges. And another one is more soft skill improvement program should be introduced by the government of Karnataka, and concentration on increasing gross employability ratio than the gross enrollment ratio. University or it may be government of India, they are concentrating on gross enrollment, but gross employability is very low. So that is also should be taken care. So with this, I conclude that due to the lack of technical communication other skills, the students in the northeast part of Karnataka, they are not having a proper employability. Thank you.
Very good.
It's a good presentation. Your title, I get to understand, is a study on graduate turnover and graduate employment in Karnataka. So you mean, what I have understood, a student who wants to be a graduate and who wants, after getting the graduation certificate, who wants to go into employment, they have to be very well versed with all these skills, and only then they can go for employment?
That is their opinion. So, I collected the opinion of the students. So why the students are getting employment, what are the skills they are required, or why they are failing in getting the employment. So they told this opinion. So
you think these skills are required for employment
and
in today's
these skills
world?
are more important for the employability.
Under the skills, there is one thing that you told as self-control. Can you please explain that to me?
Self-control means especially in any job. So they have to control themselves also. If they are not able to control themselves, they cannot control the organization. In the sense that first they have to control, for example, in case of teaching field, if a student is going for a teaching field, means he should know what is the capacity he has. So based on that he can go for a teaching, or based on that he can go for any lecturing or anything. Not only that, even any other fields also, in banking field or any other field.
I think that if a person start analyzing on what his skills are and then going ahead with knowing where he can employ himself, then I don't think he'll ever be employed. So there are certain things which is not required. Communication, yes, I understand. Life skills, yes, I understand. Listening, yes, very much. Okay, but other things I don't think it is required for employability purpose.